Hello. Okay, let's just continue. Fuck the introduction. Okay. Is this cool? Is this cool? Oh my gosh. Yes, I love it. I love me hair. I love me hair. Get on me horse. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I ended, and it's through things like this I finally see that I've been lying to myself again. Bruh, I don't like this. Unintentionally and unaware, I've been lying to myself, yeah. But I'm grateful for it, that I can finally see it, you know? I can easily forgive myself when I realize stuff like this, yeah, because I simply didn't know. And that's it. I've been over the part where I'm like, you should have known earlier. Oh my god, how couldn't you see it? No, I've been over that. It's like, okay, I really didn't see it. I really didn't see it. I was like this. You know, I was too close to the building to. I was too close to the wall to actually see the building, you know what I mean? So that's. I can easily forgive myself for not knowing earlier because I know now and that's everything, you know? Anyways, yeah. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I've simply learned that feeling my feelings wasn't safe and that I couldn't be. I just wasn't allowed to be. Yeah. It's been ingrained into my system, even the happy feelings, yeah. It wasn't safe to feel and experience them. There was always someone in the past who didn't allow me to be myself, who made me feel bad for being myself, making fun of me in some way, no matter if I was feeling good or I was feeling hurt or bad. I never felt understood or listened to or taken seriously. And often it was just meant as a joke to them, but those aren't jokes to people who take your word because they put their trust in you and love you, truly. Yeah. And even though people say shit, I still believe what comes out of their mouth, yeah. I still choose to, no matter how many times people said things that weren't really true to what their soul was, if you know what I mean. It doesn't take away from the fact that I still put my trust in people and what they say, yeah? No matter if it's shit. If I find out it's shit, I will just, you know, get over it and it won't break my trust in the people, I guess, that are coming after the people that lied to me, you know. Of course, I'm gonna like be careful, but I give people the benefit of the doubt, yeah. You know what I mean? I keep my heart open, let's say like that, yeah. I hope. Or is that something I want but I don't really do? I do have trust issues though. I get the ringing. I think it's true. Anyways, these are some heavy patterns in my life. I hope my phone doesn't die. And I still need to work on them very consciously because I still tend to fall back into them. And I don't want to be there, you know. I want to be me and I want to be now. I want to be free from the past, but it takes some work. So I'm glad I've seen it again. It's not the first time, yeah. So that was the pattern and being vulnerable part. Yeah, yeah. And yesterday, oh my gosh, I was going through it. I was like, something is wrong. Something was inside of me, like trying to push itself to the surface. And I was like doing, no, no, no. That I was doing because somehow I keep forgetting that I need to make space for myself to feel these things, yeah, for to allow them to come up and I don't know, to cry or whatever, because I have such a tendency to just keep on doing things, keep on focusing on whatever except my feelings. Yeah, I'm such a earth sign. Yeah, if you look at mountains, yeah, everybody knows that mountains are like, it's a super slow process, yeah, of things happening under the surface. Yeah, so with me, that's how I see it, you know, that's how I connect the dots, and it's legit to me. But seriously, me as an heavy earth sign, yeah, I have Taurus sun and Virgo. Oh my god, Virgo. What is it again? Rising, and Virgo a moon. So that's crazy. But anyways, if you think about mountains, you know, it's such a slow process. We don't even see it happening, you know, like things are just it takes so long for earth to move and bend itself, you know, and change, you know, and it all happens underneath the surface. Yeah, it's the tectonic plates or whatever that are pushing against each other and creating the mountain, you know. And it's this it's the metaphor. Yeah, think in metaphors, bitches. Do your own thinking. Yeah, I always think in metaphors, and I think everybody does it. But not everybody thinks in metaphors, because when I explain things, when I say things in the metaphor, I immediately know what I mean, like on an emotional level, or like, you know, something mental or whatever connected to it. Yeah, so me, my emotional state, all of this is happening under the surface. Yeah, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds. The pressure builds, the pressure the pressure builds until I'm like, something just explodes, or like something just falls apart. Like, earth signs are the slowest moving, or it takes the longest, I guess, for an earth sign to change. But before I make the change, there has been a lot of time contemplating, going over all the things, the circumstances, or whatever, you know, under the surface. I'm introspecting a lot before I make a decision. Yeah, but when I make the decision, it could be for someone externally looking at me, you know, they would be like, whoa, that's intense, you know, because from one moment to the other I make the decision. But the build up to that decision has been for ages. So to people outside of me, it could look like it's very drastic, you know, my action. But, you know, there's been a lot of time contemplating and, you know, introspecting before actually making the change. So that's what I mean with the slow moving, building a mountain. Yeah, like earth signs, when they do something, it's solid, baby. When they choose something, it's solid, baby. And you cannot change their mind, probably, you know. But when a day like yesterday happens, and I feel something is something wants my attention, baby, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't feel well, what is wrong, you know. I try to run from feeling the feeling, you know, but all I need is a little space and time for myself, no distractions, just feeling whatever comes up, you know, because all these things, this pressure that builds, you know, the one moment a rock, you know, makes a drastic change is, let's say, when a piece of rock just falls off. Yeah, it has taken so long for this thing to piece of rock to get loose, to, you know, finally fall off. Yeah, it's not like, oh, it just happens. No, everybody knows there went a lot of time. There was needed a lot of time before that happened. Yeah. So the metaphor, the earth sign. What happened yesterday was like everything has been building. I have been repressing it, you know, and it builds. It builds, baby. My feelings build. And the rock fell off. The rock fell off, baby. And which was a good thing, because I finally felt stuff. And I love crying. That's the thing, I actually love crying, but it's like the build up through that point. My brain is like, oh, something is wrong. Oh, I need to do more. Oh my god, what is happening? I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to do the. I just need to be. I'm struggling. I'm still struggling with that, and I hope it'll get better somehow, because I literally just forget. I literally forget to take space for myself. Yeah, to just do nothing. I don't know, lay in my bed or whatever, you know, because my brain is always on, baby. It's on, constantly looking for stuff to do. But that's probably also because I'm afraid for my own feelings. Yeah, but it's fine. I'm aware of it again. So I'll try to fix it. Then something was on the radio, baby. Something was on the radio. They said, what did they say? 1 in 2 people in the Netherlands gets cancer at least one time. And I was shocked. I was like, the fuck? And that's not normal. That's not normal. Even though it's normal because most of the people get it, it's not normal, baby. You cannot convince me that's normal. So we're gonna look up into the Bible. The psychosomatics of cancer. Let's do it. Are you ready for the confrontation, baby? Cancer. So I want to know what the hell is going on here in the Netherlands that people get so much of the cancer, yeah? Like, what is their psychic state of being, baby? What is it, and how can I prevent that? I don't want to get it, you know. Ooh. So 775. Yeah, so it has like a general cancer page. General page, you know, but it also has like every, like the bladder, the breasts, whatever, you know, but we're gonna go into the general 775, yeah. Because this is how I work, and this is the video where I'm trying to explain how I work. Interesting, eh? And this is what I do all day, every day. I 775. I study people, yeah. I look around me, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? And how can I not be like that? How can I just be myself? You know? I need to translate this. Okay, I'll be back, yeah. 1414. This is shocking. Bro! I just translated the root cause. Jesus Christus. And this is the energy in the country that I live. And please let me not be like this. I'm gonna read it to you guys. What the actual F? Okay, so the I'm trying to make sense of it because it just It is one big sentence. Google Translate didn't put any periods or whatever. Core cause. Deepest cause. Like a puppet on a thread you hang in life. You place the sun outside of you and surrender to something that is bigger and more important than yourself. I'm trying to make sense of it. You're self-conscious. That's how you think. That's how you think in too little or almost not being present in yourself. A worship or in... Oh my god, why did it do it like this? I'm so confused. I'm sorry guys, but okay, let me okay, wait, let me figure something out. Wait. It doesn't work, but I'm gonna try to do it, yeah? Bear with me, please. Jesus. Where was I? Don't judge yourself, just do it. Instead of placing the solar center, the powerhouse within yourself, it seems to lead to alienation from yourself. This is about misknowing your own self-conscious divine creative powers. You don't truly live consciously. You allow your life to be shaped by others, by dead feelings, by your position, or by outside influences, by a group, by an ideal placed outside of yourself in which you invest all your faith. Ouch. This surrender, this merging with the other, this Neptunian loss of yourself, bruv. So many thoughts. Neptunian, Jesus. Astrology wise, there's something going on with Neptune right now. So I thought that was aligned. But Neptune is all about your fantasy, like your dream world, whatever, you know. So it's basically saying that we are living in this dream world and giving yourself up for something you believe in or whatever. I never believe in that. I don't believe in the religion. I don't do the religions, you know, because it's just giving up yourself for something bigger. Yeah, no, we need to live for ourselves, baby. Fuck that shit. Fuck giving up yourself anymore. Okay, so this Neptune. It's my opinion. No, it's my experience. This Neptunian loss of yourself, this can only lead to death. And then I was like, shit. And it translated shit. Right. The stronger you are in such a place outside. Yeah, from here, there are no periods. So please bear with me. The stronger you are in such a place outside yourself counts first. This means you push yourself into the background in favor of another person in a group, an authority figure, a sect, a cult, a religion, and so on. The stronger you position yourself in the darkness, strange dark cells take the place of original cells. Causes that play a role here. Besides this self-negation, there are, of course, the fears. Often the fear of living. You do not dare to take full responsibility for yourself, for your life. You flee from yourself as it were. Perhaps you believe that there is something more beautiful than life exists. Death. The death. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Too deep fear that makes you grasp even more strongly for authority outside of yourself. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm connecting to the dots to somebody I know. It's legit. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for this person. Oh, who am I? But you think I... Oh, who am I? You think. You think you need support outside of yourself to be able to survive. You flee into the crowd or into a more... The realization is still hitting. It's legit. Blah, 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 blah. You think you need support outside of yourself to be able to survive. You flee into the crowd or into a more spiritual than really nice human presence. What the hell? Google Translate. You live, after all, as a zombie or as an image yourself. What? Conscious, powerful? Wait. Let me just... krachtige. You live as a zombie or as an image. Your conscious, powerful self is denied. Emotions and passivity get the upper hand, especially sad experiences also from the past, from childhood, do not let you go. You let yourself be dominated by this unconscious pent-up world instead of placing yourself above emotional... Wait. You allow yourself to be dominated by these unconscious pent-up world instead of putting yourself above this. Emotional bala. Huh? I don't fucking know what's... Anyways, to let it flow freely and to process... What the hell? Find mother of rock? Hate this. Whatever. What is the point of... What is the point of it? Has really started to dominate your life because you keep bottling it up. After this ball of misery, open up. Give your emotions an outlet. Let them flow, speak, and express. Each release is one cancer cell less, but you are so afraid of these emotions. Sarah. Are you afraid to live yourself out? Have you been taught to remain inside a certain armor? How long will you suffocate yourself in this natural color corset? This is shocking. That's what I said. The mic picked it up and it translated it. This is shocking. That's what I said. No, but this is like the general energy here in my country. Like if half of the people of the population gets cancer, like one time at least, like this is what they are going through. Baby, please don't let me be like that. I'm working on it. Great job. No, but seriously, like I also believe in like where you are, you get influenced, yeah, even if you're not aware of it. But I feel it, baby. I feel it. I used to live in a house with no neighbors directly attached, yeah. But now I have a neighbor upstairs. I have a neighbor next to me, yeah, not this wall, but the wall behind it. I have people underneath me. I live in the city center, baby, and I hate it. I feel it all. I feel everybody. I feel this. You know the thing with the expression of my aggression? When I think in the first month or 2 months that I lived in this apartment, it was in August, 1st of August, I was... Whoa! I've been living here for a year now. Shocking. 24 all the time, huh? Whoa! So it's been a year already. Whoo! Okay, so let's say 1 or 2 months in since I live here in this apartment, I was finally alone. Yeah, I've been living with people for all the like, how do I say this? Since I left my parents' house, like 10 years ago or something, I've been living together, yeah, I've never had my own space, yeah, but here I finally had my own space, finally, baby. And I started to feel some things, yeah, I got back to myself, I'm finally back to myself, but like when the aggression wanted to be felt and expressed, you know, I destroyed things here. I destroyed things, and I was not even afraid of doing it. Yeah, I was blasting music like a crazy, crazy person. I was yelling at the voices. I was blaming. Finally, you know, putting the blame on people. It wasn't enough. One time wasn't enough, you know. And the feelings are asking me to do it again. But now this time I'm so scared to do it, because what if people hear me? I didn't care the first time, you know, because I was just living here, you know. And then it started to influence me. You know, it's not an excuse, yeah, but it is. It is my excuse. I feel everything and everyone, and I want to get out. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be free. I want to live near the forest or whatever, near the sea, or just somewhere away from all this brick, gray stuff. All these people, all these influences, all these electric thoughts, these patterns that I just explained. I hope it made sense. You know, I hope this was the psychosomatics of general, you know, cancer. And then the where it manifests is a whole different story. But, you know, the fact that people are walking around with this all around me, let's say at least half of the people, it influences me, bitch. And I am so aware. I'm like constantly fighting, like, okay, just be in your own energy, you know. Don't get pulled into somebody else's timeline or belief, or, you know, I hear it, everything. I hear everything. I feel everybody. I look at them. I see them. I see everything. I see the patterns. I see the body language. And it drives me crazy. I used to love reading people like that, yeah. It's best when they don't even talk to me, because when they start talking, it's just lie, because they are not aware of the stuff themselves. But, you know, I was like, damn, baby, you are going through some stuff. And now I hate it. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be outside anymore. But the worst part, 2828 on the timer, I don't know what that means, but the worst part about this all is that I start being afraid of being myself in my own freaking apartment, bro. That is the bottom line. So I need to find a way to get out of here, or just get over my fears, you know, just get over it. Fucking do it. Oh, just get over it, just do it. No, I've been pushing and keeping myself in situations that I don't want to be in anymore for so long, for too long. You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm just expressing myself so freely right now. You know what it is? Somehow, whatever situation I am being put in, I will make it my home. I will work with it. I will make it my home, 2929, but it doesn't mean that I want to be in there, yeah? And it is my fucking responsibility to finally allow myself to admit to want something and to not want something, to want to be somewhere, to not to want to be somewhere, to want somebody in my life and to not want somebody in my life. Yeah, because all that bullshit that I explained in, the things that I wrote down and I read for you, it's always like, oh, you want this? No, you cannot have it. Oh, you don't want this? Oh, yeah, but you do have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do something that you don't want. And you have to do everything that you don't want to do, and you cannot get what you want. Bro, if that is not gonna express itself through a fucking disease of some kind, then hallelujah, but I am working on it. Jesus Christ, I don't want to get sick, I just want to live healthy. I said it. I want to live healthy, and my body is already yelling at me. Hey, Sarah, listen to me. It is. And I was like, it's just gonna go away. No, listen to it, baby. Listen to it. Face yourself, baby. Fuck. So, I don't want to get cancer. If this is a sensitive topic to you, I am sorry, but this is just how I see it. Yeah. And I hope, I'm so hot. I hope we can work through everything. Honesty is number one, yeah? We have to be honest with ourselves, yeah? We can want things, but are we actually doing it? But I hope we can all in this new age, whatever, live healthy. Yeah, just for me, I want to live healthy. I don't care about old age. No, I do care about old age. I want to live healthy and I want to live long. See, that was me allowing myself to actually want to live long. Want to. I love it because life is cool. But healthy, yes. What I have to do for that is a different part, but I know what I want, and whatever I have to do with it, for it, bring it on, baby. So if that means I have to be honest to myself, then I have to. Guess why blue is my favorite color? That doesn't make any sense. How is blue connected to being honest? Because blue, this is how I work, baby. This is how I connect everything. Blue, this is how I see life. This blue is the color of the throat chakra, yeah? And when it's balanced and open, you are being integer. You have integrity, sovereignty. You speak your truth. You are honest to yourself. You express yourself. And what is my biggest thing in this life? That because I didn't feel heard. I want to express myself, baby. I just want to express myself. Doesn't everybody want that? I don't know. But I want it. So, okay, well, that we did. Okay, so one last thing. I'm gonna talk about the Manipura. What the hell is the Manipura? It's this bitch. Manipura. Yes, chakra lesson 101. No, okay, so I'm gonna... This is just, I don't know if it's connected to the previous thing I said, but... Oh, it's yellow. Oh, it's aligned. Oh, cool. So, it's the third chakra, and we count down from up, from the spine, root chakra, sacral chakra, Manipura, fourth, heart, throat. I was like, should I say everything? Third eye and the crown chakra, yeah, these are like the energetic wheels, vortexes, through which our energetic being is being manifested, I guess. So, this Manipura, what the heck is it? So the Manipura is like the third chakra, yeah, from the spine up. So it's like right here. It's like right here, yeah? Between the belly button and the heart. And what does it mean? Okay, I'm just gonna read it. I think, translated, it literally means house of the soul. So how I see it is like the purest expression of your soul, yeah? It's based on confidence and based solely on your self-worth and your self-love. Also, they say the ego resides in the Manipura, but the ego is not the bad guy, yeah? It is when we identify with the ego. Yeah, we all have an ego. Yeah, we are a human. Yes, we are a woman. But, you know, if we identify with the ego, it can be a bad thing, yeah? But it's not a bad thing in itself, yeah? So, because overly confident people might have a big ego, you know, that's a bit of the relationship between the two, but you can be just confident and not have a big ego, you know what I mean? So, Manipura means house of the soul. It is where the house, it is the body, yeah? The house of your soul. It's where your soul resides. Yes, so it has to do with confidence. Yes, and then confidence that is based solely on your self-worth and your self-love. So now the important part. The outside. The outside world is not proof. Should never be any proof of your self-worth. Yeah? Shall I repeat it? We shouldn't let the outside, external world be of any proof, you know, of our self-worth and our self-love. Yeah? Why not? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Yes. If you allow... It's so aligned. Oh, to the Cancer. If you allow external... Oh my god, it literally said it in the Cancer. Somebody's calling me. Wait. It was my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. You really have to wait now. Sorry, Mom. So, the Cancer. If you allow external circumstances and people to dictate your worth and your ability to feel loved, it's when your third chakra or Manipura or solar plexus, yes, the solar plexus, it's aligned. The book is aligned. It's when your third chakra or Manipura becomes unbalanced or closed off, and you will be seeking validation outside of yourself to gain a sense of self-worth or acceptance, baby. That's when you are giving your power away. That is what it means when you give your power away, yeah? Understand? If you are looking for external validation and you actually allow that, if you base your, how do I say this? If you allow external circumstances or people to decide how you should feel or how you are allowed to feel, you are giving your power away, baby. So when I, in the past, I want to give an example, but I am so goddamn bad at giving examples. Jesus! Let's just not do it. I used to do it. I still sometimes do it. We have to only listen to ourselves and not let anything outside of us interfere. Yeah? So there's this other book that is also called the Bible. The Bible. I don't have it here, but I think I'm gonna buy it and I will show you guys. But it's also about the energetic body. And I think it says about the Manipura that the eyes the eyes. What was it again? It's so aligned. Wait. Orgaan. The eyes are the receiving organ, yeah, of the Manipura, of your third chakra, your self-worth chakra. Why is that, baby? If we allow things outside of us, yeah, so the things that we see, when we close our eyes, we don't see anything outside of yourself, yeah, outside of ourselves, and we go inside of ourselves. And it's when we look outside of ourselves, literally, for validation, for whatever, something that dictates our self-worth, our ability to feel loved. You know, oh my God, if they don't give this response, I'm fucked. Or like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not valid, or, you know, no, baby. Why shouldn't we look at the external world for confirmation or proof? I think I said it in a video before. I don't know which one, 4114 on the timer. Yeah. So it must be aligned. I don't know in which video I said it, to be honest, but I've talked about how the 3D world outside of us is like a delay of our internal world. Yeah. So our belief, what I believe, whatever you do with it, you good luck. But what I believe is that 4141. No, I'm joking. What I believe is that when I believe, let's say, I have struggled with money, yeah, I do. But that's what I believe. Because, yes, I have struggled with money. I was always giving my money away, or I was not making enough to even sustain myself. Yeah. And where was I? Oh yeah, if we then, you know, if I, let's say, I don't make enough money to, let's say, pay this rent or whatever, and I believe, oh, I'm always struggling. If that is my belief, even if I'm not aware of it, that's gonna manifest itself around me. Then I'm gonna be struggling. You know, I'm gonna be, you know, trying to make as much money as I can, but it's not working somehow. If that is a belief inside of myself, like, I always struggle with money. I always need to struggle with money. See, the external world is proof. See, it always happens. No! Change it up, baby. Change it up, baby. It is because you are inside believing that it's gonna be always expressing itself in your reality, yeah? Don't fall into the trap of believing what you see, yeah? Don't fall into the trap of the cycle where you take the reality outside of yourself as proof for what is going on inside of you. No! If we are like, in this instance, I always struggle with money, and then I barely make enough money, and I'm like, see, there's nothing I can do. I try everything, and then nothing works, yeah? No! It's like, when we want to get out of it, what about the Manipura? Oh yeah, it's about finding the why we shouldn't take the outside world as proof. Never look at the outside world as proof, because the outside world is like a delay, yeah? Everything that is going on inside of us, it's instant, yeah? I can think right now, like, I love myself, like, and actually feel it, like, I'm rich. When I close my eyes, I can just use my imagination. It's your biggest friend, baby. Use your imagination. Don't look at anything that is going on inside of your life right now. Look inside of yourself. What are you thinking right now? I'm always struggling. Sure, let it be seen, let it be heard, and then put something in there instead of the old belief, yeah? That's okay. And then I'm like, I never struggle. Everything comes to me easily, like, and not only saying this, but also feeling how it feels, how that would make you feel to live in that. Because again, the thoughts are electric, the feeling is magnetic, and if you feel what you see inside yourself, if you can feel into that, it's gonna attract exactly this reality to you. So, something else? If you, and that is believing in it, yeah? It is closing your eyes, thinking what you wanna be, feeling how that makes you feel, how it would feel to actually have this reality around you, and to keep doing it. That is believing, baby. And the external world is gonna show you something so different, yeah? Until it doesn't. Until it aligns, yeah? Because internal is instant, external is delayed. I swear to God. Try it. Try it. Try it, whatever, with something small. You just have to believe it. You shouldn't look at the external world as proof for your internal being, because you're gonna be like, I never struggle. Everything comes naturally to or easily to me. And you start doing this again. Oh no, see? Oh no, I'm struggling. It never works. No, don't fall into that trap. Go internally, baby. What is this with the Manipura? What is with the Manipura? The confidence, baby. This was just a simple example for manifesting stuff, yeah? You could do this with anything. You could do it with people always compliment me, or you can even try it with like seeing cars, just to see that it works, yeah? Take a random color car that you never see, yeah, like pink or whatever, or like purple or whatever, and you're gonna be like, when you go outside, I only see pink cars. I only see pink cars. I only see pink cars. I only see pink cars, And baby boy, baby girl, they're gonna be pink cars. They're gonna come to you, I swear to God. And you're gonna be like, no, this is coincidence. No, it is not. It is not. But try it for yourself. I swear, it's so real. So, and then when you don't see pink cars, you shouldn't be like, oh no, it's not working. No, you have to stick with it. You have to stick with it. I only see pink cars. They're gonna come to you, baby. I swear to God. And you're gonna be surprised, baby. I only see pink cars. You have to believe it. You have to see it happening in your mind's eye. Yes, you have to see it happening, envision it happening. Feel into how that would make you feel. Like, damn, whoa, I do see pink cars. Wow, it's true. Like, feel into that, and it's gonna be attracted towards you. Now, back to the Manipura. Your confidence, like, it's a stupid example, yeah? If I am, this is so stupid. If I am, let's say, at my parents' house, and they have like dishes, uncleaned dishes, yes, in their kitchen, and I'm like, I'm gonna clean it, because I guess that's who I am. I enjoy doing it, I would do it for myself, and I can do it for my parents, it's just to lift some burden, I guess, for them. I start doing it, and 49.49, I don't know what that means, but I saw it. I start doing it, and somehow my parents would say, "Oh, you don't have to do it. Oh, why did you do that?" It's such a stupid example. Why did you do that? Or like when I would just randomly take the it's so stupid. Stop judging yourself. When I would take the remote or something and just click to whatever channel I want to watch, you know, and they would be like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, or something, and I would be like, "Yeah, I'm just looking changing it to the channel that I want," you know. And even though they would say something like, "What the hell are you doing? You are not allowed to do that," or whatever, I wouldn't even feel guilty, you know? That is such a weird example, but it's just knowing that I want to do it right now and I don't even care about like if it's allowed or not, or let me just think of a good example, baby. But the point that I want to make is like if it is from your purest expression of who you are and you have a strong manipura, yeah, you are not looking for validation outside of yourself, yeah, in order to feel like you are legit. What the hell? Get away. Or that you are loved because you love yourself, you love what you do what you love, and no matter what people say or do or how they look at you, or you are so stable in yourself. And I don't know why we got here. The look, this book is aligned because yes, it is the key to self-liberation. And self-liberation is just pure self-acceptance, yeah. Just all the things that I've read in this book basically came down, or everything like boiled down, it was all the same thing. It was just accepting yourself, expressing your purest self, like not being afraid anymore, you know, not keeping things inside, just just having a strong third chakra, a strong manipura, yeah, just being your purest and truest expression without any apologies, yeah. Even if it hurts people, it's still just the way they feel, yeah. And uh, it's easy to say that for yourself when, you know, to just do this. Oh no, it's you who feels it. If it was the other way around, if somebody would do something so authentic, dude, my brother, he is the most selfish, I guess, let's call it authentic for this reading. He just does whatever the fuck he wants. And yes, that has a good side and a bad side. But let's just look at the positive side. He has been so himself up to the point of where, you know, I would feel hurt. It doesn't mean that it is him actually hurting me, you know, like you hurt me. Like change the perspective to like I got so hurt by that. And maybe that is the last thing I'm gonna say. Something for me to take as well, because I said I was gonna put the blame on people, yeah. Finally putting the blame on people, yeah. But what I mean to say is like just finally allowing myself to feel the hurt, because I was always repressing the hurt that I felt, the pain that I felt, in order to just skip to the forgiving part, yeah, because I didn't want to feel hurt. Because I knew oftentimes it wasn't their intention to make me feel hurt, yeah. It just happened you know. I was feeling pain and hurt, and I didn't want to feel that because I saw their intentions and their you know, but it still made me feel hurt. And yeah, I think that's the thing for me to take from this as well. It's gonna be the end of this long ass video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed me rambling on about things in my life. Change the perspective from you hurt me, you are annoying, you are lame, you are this. Stop projecting it. I forgive myself when I do it. I'm very aware that I shouldn't do it like that. But to be honest to myself, I'm like, okay, they hurt me. No, I feel so hurt. I feel hurt because it's me who feels it, yeah? It doesn't matter who or what or when or what or why did it, yeah? It is me who feels it, and it doesn't even have to have a logical trigger, yeah? Because sometimes people trigger things in us while they aren't the ones who hurt us, you know what I mean? So it is not about like, oh, you hurt me. No, it's about I feel this pain, yeah? Change the perspective, yeah? So let's not blame people. Let's just express how we feel, yeah, and not blame people, yeah? Okay, let's do it. No, but seriously, I'm gonna heal myself, be honest with myself, bruv. This was a little insight to my side and things I see, perceive, and how I work, yeah? So it's a lot of thinking always in my mind, and but I love it, yeah? And now I'm gonna record a video that I wanted to do yesterday, and I was pushing myself to do it yesterday, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. Because I needed some space to feel stuff. Feelings, bruh. It's too intense, bruh. I'm afraid of feelings. No, I'm not afraid, but I used to be. But now, I'm gonna feel it all, baby. I say that every time, but I'll get there. Thank you for bearing with me. So, something else. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. And thanks for listening to me. You can judge me all you want. I don't care. You can judge me all you want. I don't give a fuck. I judge myself. No, but I'll see you later, yeah? I'll see you. Bye, guys. Yes, I forgot all about it. Stop the reading. No, I forgot all about it. What is your favorite animal? What is your favorite animal, baby? What is it? Is it a horse? Get on me, horse. Is it a horse? What is it? What is it? What is it, mate? Mine are a lot of things. But what I mean to say is, I like you to comment your life path number. You still know the formula? I hope so. Drop your life path number and maybe the connection you see after looking up what this life path number means and connecting things to your life and maybe things that resonate. Drop it down below, baby. I want to know all about it. I think it's interesting. And drop your favorite animal emoji. Yes, I used to say emoji. Emo. Probably because I am emo. Yeah, because I want us animals to gather here. Yeah, because I want to create an animal gangdom. Not a kingdom, a gangdom. I want to create the gang. Gang. Yeah? So I'm foxy. I'm the foxy gal, but I like dogs. I really like dogs as well, yeah. And I like horses. I love, I can't think anymore. Bye guys, I love you. That's what I do.